Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I'm not here with Geeky Sparkles. I'm going to talk about Twitch. I'm going to talk about their viewership bottoming out. We've been covering this over the last week or two, that Twitch was going to end the view botting. And when they ended the view botting, apparently their views fell off a cliff. And there are third parties that are tracking Twitch and their views and saying Twitch is actually at an all-time low, or at least the lowest they've been in half a decade in terms of viewership. If you take the bots out of the equation, then Twitch put a statement out there and said, well, it's a third party, you can't trust it unless we tell you that, you know, our numbers are XYZ thing, whatever. Yeah, bullshit, Twitch. A lot of people aren't watching Twitch now. I hear more about YouTubers. I hear more about Kick streamers. A lot of their biggest streamers went to Kick, or they're streaming on multiple platforms, including Asmongold and some other big ones. And yeah, I just don't think they're doing very good, guys. I think Twitch is toast. I think they're, at some point, they're going to reach a tipping point where Amazon takes a good hard look at them and they're like, you know what? We've been bankrolling this shit for 10 plus 11 years now, and you've brought us nothing but heartache and financial problems and PR problems, and you know, streamers are going rogue and the advertisers won't work with them, and yeah, they're gonna say, you know what, let's shut it down or sell it off. We'll sell it off to somebody else. Maybe they'll sell it to Kick, who knows. Let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, you have less than a week to check out Geeky's pins over on Kickstarter. She's over 12,000, so we unlocked the Geeky Sparkles pin. This is Geeky Little Witch, and this is going to be an additional pin. You can either buy it separately or you can add it on to your existing order for a couple bucks less than buying it separately, because we don't have to pay for packaging. So there's that. Yeah, so we're excited about this. You guys, it's amazing. Usually enamel pins don't do super good, so I wasn't sure how this one was going to do, but we got to flip it really quick, which is why we're ending it in a few days, because we got to get that order in and get these things out to you guys as soon as we possibly can. So there we go. Check it out on Kickstarter. Yeah, Deserto had this like 2 days ago. Twitch viewership drops to lowest in 5 years amid viewbot crackdown. Back in July, Twitch announced that they would be meaningfully improving their ability to identify viewbots, inauthentic viewership, and other potentially fake engagement. CEO Dan Clancy noted the Amazon-owned platform would take additional steps to ensure real viewers weren't affected. Since then, the platform's viewership has fallen off, with stat tracking websites like Twitch Tracker and Stream Chart showing downward trends. There have been, of course, some spikes. Kais, is it Sine? I don't watch him, so he's like the biggest streamer, and I barely know who he is. But they had some big events, right? Twitch denied that viewership freefall, telling Deserto, we've seen some misinformation swirling, and a lot of that misinformation includes data pulled from third-party sources. Those numbers are incorrect and not from Twitch. Trust us, only our numbers that we give you ourselves are legitimate. That's weird, because YouTube doesn't even do that, right? Like YouTube's like, yeah, we just put the numbers out there, but I don't know if YouTube has anything to hide. YouTube's like, yeah, we're the biggest. We don't really give a shit. So Twitch viewership stats for August. Okay. According to Stream Chart's newest numbers, Twitch's monthly viewership in August reached a low that it hadn't hit in 5 years. As per their stats, there was a total of 1.41 billion hours of watch time, which was down 9% compared to July. Additionally, average total viewers was down to 1.9 million, an 8% drop versus the previous month. And peak viewership was down 73%. That is not good. This was Twitch's worst month since March of 2020. That's where the pandemic started. According to the stat tracking website, March 2020 was the start of the pandemic. Stream Charts also estimated that viewbots accounted for 30 million fake hours watched, with around 4,400 channels being heavily botted. Wow. Okay, so this was a day before. Twitch and Kick viewbots generate tens of millions of fake hours watched, and a lot of these people, don't they get paid by the hours? The engagement. A new report from Stream Charts claims view botting on Twitch and Kick had led to tens of millions of hours of fake watch time, inflating platform metrics. According to Streams Charts, more than 40,000 Twitch channels were affected by view botting, with 4,400 heavily being botted, leading to an estimated 30 million fake hours watched. Kick was also hit, with the report claiming that 1 in 6 streamers on the platform relied on view bots, generating over 20 million fake hours. And that's just in Q2 2025 alone. That is insane. So, yeah, apparently this is the thing. Since we don't stream, and I'm talking about bringing streams back. We might do streams here on YouTube, on another channel, not on the main Clownfish channel. But, like, since we don't stream and Twitch is outside of our purview, I'm like, did they get paid by the hours? Is that what's going on? So that's why they're botting? Because if we walk it back to May, it's all starting to make a lot more sense now, isn't it? Right? Because there were a lot of Twitch streamers who were complaining that they weren't making the money they used to make, and the advertisers were pulling and all this stuff. But yeah, in May, the ad revenue crashed over 50%. And I have to wonder if they're not starting to catch on. If they're like, hey, wait a minute, these aren't real people. We're not paying for bots. Because Google, even, like, if they find out that you've got bot traffic or whatever on your websites, that they'll, in some cases, they'll ban accounts or whatever, but they're going to credit back the advertiser because it's not real. Here's a streamer. This is Quinn69. This is coming from Spilled. I don't know what's Spilled. Spilled.gg. I'm not familiar with this guy, but he said he discovered that almost all so this is interesting. Quinn69 discovers almost all gifted subs on his channel are going to bot accounts that don't even follow him. The New Zealander streaming live investigation revealed a gifting system that lost its way. Again, since I don't stream very often, like, I don't get the whole gifting sub thing. He said that community gifted subs found 98 to 99% were going to suspected bot accounts with no followers or activity. So I'm guessing somebody was gifting subs and then the bots were taking the subs. These clanker accounts somehow receive gifts over actual viewers actively watching and chatting in the stream. The discovery suggests Twitch's gift distribution system may be fundamentally broken or overwhelmed by bot presence on the platform. We are, and in fact, I have to wonder if we're not going to get them in this video, but we are being inundated with like porn bots. I'm like, I don't know where the hell they come from, but it's only certain topics. I've noticed it's only certain topics, and I've actually brought it up. We have a contact at YouTube. I brought it up with them, and if your comments are getting deleted or shadow banned, whatever, they actually had us put the most aggressive filter on our comments because of the bot problem. And it's not just us; other people are getting hit with it too. But it's very weird and it's very selective. It's just certain topics, anything that has to do with like the mainstream media or Disney or, you know what I'm saying. So I think somebody is. I think there's a person behind it. I don't think it's random. I have some theories, but we've been working with YouTube to try to get to the bottom of it. But yeah, they just like completely flood the comment section at first. If you guys come in early, and it's all like, squeeze my peach, your video brings me great joy. It's like, okay, and I just keep smacking them down as I find them. But sometimes I launch a video and I'm not here to be able to babysit it, right? But yeah, that's interesting. He said these are clankers. He continued checking. The pattern became impossible to ignore. Profile after profile showed the same red flags. By his count, roughly 98 to 99% of the community gifts were going to bot accounts. Meanwhile, actual viewers were watching and chatting on the stream, and they remained unsubscribed. Actual viewers watching and chatting in the stream remained unsubscribed. Interesting. The discovery raises serious questions about Twitch's distribution system. When someone gifts subs to the community, they expect those subscriptions to reach real viewers who enjoy the content. The gifter spends their money believing they're supporting both the streamer and fellow fans. I think there might be a gift grift going on here. I don't know. That's weird. According to Twitch's own documentation, community gifts should go to viewers currently watching or those who watched the channel recently. The platform does allow gifts to reach non-followers if users haven't disabled that option. The scale of what this guy uncovered suggests something else is happening. For streamers, this presents a troubling scenario. While they still receive the revenue from these gifted subs, the actual community building aspect disappears when the gifts land on empty accounts. Real viewers miss out on ad-free viewing and emotes while bots collect the perks. That's crazy. So yeah, and there's a bunch of people. Here we have is it Emiru calls out suspected view botting after her stream hits 22,000 viewers before she even speaks. I mean, she's popular, right? She's like super popular, but still, that's 22,000. The spike from 0 to 22,000 viewers in 20 minutes while still on the starting screen was abnormal compared to her typical stream growth. View botting remains an ongoing issue on Twitch. So even after they had the traffic drop off, if I'm understanding this correctly, they claim they did a bot purge. There was a noticeable drop according to third parties, which you're not allowed to believe because it's not official Twitch massaged data. But according to third parties, they had a massive drop off in August. But there's still a view botting problem, so how much of Twitch is fake? I mean, really, like how much of the platform is fake? Because if they said that they got rid of the bots, and it could be that they were like, oh yeah, guys, look, we got rid of all the bots, and that's why, it's only like we're down a third. What if 75% of Twitch is fake traffic? Wouldn't that be a kick in the ass? Because these Twitch streamers get paid a ridiculous amount of money in a lot of ways compared to YouTubers. And if it turns out that like a lot of that money is being scammed from advertisers, Amazon could be in some deep, deep shit. I'm just saying, like, Amazon might be held liable for this. That might be another reason for them to just like say, yeah, see ya, Twitch. We're not doing this anymore. Twitch hasn't commented on this specific incident, but there are a lot of them. I mean, I was just doing a casual search and like all these streamers like, oh yeah, there's bots. Don't buy bots. And they're all complaining about it. Except for the people that probably benefit from it. Like, what was that one phase? Like, I don't know who's faking and who's not faking, but that one FaZe Clan kid was like ranting about how he didn't have enough viewers on Kick, even though he told everybody he's going to Kick. And then he was complaining that he went from $10,000 a day, $10,000 a day down to $2,000. And how the hell is he going to pay his bills on only $2,000 a day? What is he going to do? He's going to be living in a cardboard box, a very expensive corrugated, plastic coated, UV coated cardboard box, but a cardboard box nonetheless. Because how is he ever going to live on $2,000 a day? And I'm like, was he botting? I mean, I don't know. Because I never heard, like, a lot of these Twitch streamers, I'm going to be honest, I don't live in that ecosystem. But it's very weird that, like, you hear more about YouTubers that have supposedly smaller audiences than you hear about these Twitch streamers. And I don't hear about kids talking about these, but they, like, everybody knows Skibbity Toilet. Everybody knows, even like mid-tier gaming YouTubers, kids know who they are. But I don't know who a lot of these people are. I hear these names and they're like, this person's like one of the biggest names on Twitch. I'm like, who the hell is that? I don't know who this is. So I'm like, is Twitch like 75% fake? I have no idea. But wouldn't that be a kick in the balls if it was? And so everybody's like listening to Hassan and listening to Frogan and listening to these people. And it's like, you don't even have a real audience. Like, you got nothing. Like, it's fake. And they're saying that the one guy came out, I did the other Twitch video, and I forget who it was. Ronaldo? Was that his name? And he was like, my management team, my old management team, my ex-managers were actually going to view bot my account so I could go over to Kick and scam them for millions of dollars too. So it could be this whole thing could be a big ass Ponzi scheme. I mean, all of it. I mean, that would be wild if it turned out that everybody's like freaking out about Twitch and Twitch doesn't matter at all, but that would also incentivize Amazon to make some major changes. I don't know. But they can't be doing that good. They're laying a bunch of people off. They're, panicking and allowing porn on the platform. And yeah, it's crazy. I mean, this is just crazy. I think there's definitely something going on here. And I think now that more people are paying attention, the internet's going to internet, and they're going to sleuth it, and they're going to look into it, be like, yeah, Twitch is like phony as fuck. Like, the whole platform is just made of cards. Who knows? Anyway, going to wrap it up. Interesting stuff. We're going to keep an eye on this before I sign off completely. Again, check out Geeky's pins over on Kickstarter. 6 days left. You can get the Geeky Witch pin if you want to, or you can order any of the other pins. Whatever you want, or you don't have to support it at all. I mean, that's totally up to you. We're good either way, but we appreciate it. So yeah, we'll wrap it up. Talk to you later. For more pop culture news, views, and rants, go to news.clownfishtv.com. That's news.clownfishtv.com.